Hey everybody, Healthy Prepper here with something to consider. Are you a genuine prepper? I was asked this question as a comment to one of my videos, and basically it was a person who thought everything about prepping was a little bit ridiculous, and we were all running around scared, the sky is falling, and they asked for the thoughts and comments from genuine preppers on this matter. So I thought that was an interesting question to ask myself. How do I know when I'm a genuine prepper? So I want to toss this out there to the rest of you. My thoughts on the matter, at first when I first started, I thought, oh my God, I'm so far behind the 8 ball, and here I am with my one can of soup, and that's not going to get me very far. But in the back of my mind, I said, at least I have something. And what I realized is that the prepper mentality or the prepper psychology starts before you gather anything. You've got to start looking at things a little bit differently. Sure, there might be some preppers out there who run around with the fear of dread, but there are others who live very normal lives, fulfilling, do other things other than prep, and it's a good quality life. So my goal is to fall into that category where I look at the phrase that we used to say a lot, like put something aside for a rainy day just in case, because you never know. And now we've almost replaced it with put something aside for an apocalypse just because you never know, or put something aside for an economic collapse, or put something aside for a pandemic, you never know, or an EMP attack, you never know. So you can just replace the word for whatever fits your circumstance. So am I a genuine prepper? I guess it's all a matter of opinion. I think a person personally becomes a prepper when they decide to put a little bit of aside just in case. And once they go around looking at life with those lenses on, and sometimes what makes it more real is when you go through a few circumstances of loss. If you've gone through a job loss, or if you've gone through any kind of devastating, traumatic, upsetting incident. Maybe you've lost your home. Maybe you've been uprooted. You've been homeless. Any major scare. Let's say you've experienced a home invasion. Anything like that that rocks you at the core, where you say, never again am I going to be in that circumstance. Never again am I going to let myself be that vulnerable. So you start taking steps to be stronger in certain situations. And it may only start with one can of soup, but it really doesn't matter. In my opinion, whether you've got the bunker buried in the backyard, whether you've got the full arsenal of weapons, with all the equipment and gadgetry and all of that, I think prepperism, if that's such a word, is a mindset. And you don't have to have a cataclysmic event in your life to see the value in prepping, and you also don't have to have fear running you. You can come from a place of strength and a place of resourcefulness. That's the way I like to look at it, a place of resourcefulness. So to me, a real genuine prepper is somebody who comes from a place of resourcefulness, and they start making their decisions based on that moving forward. I get a lot of people who say, oh, I'm so new to this. This is brand new to me. I don't even know where to begin. And I just want to say from my opinion that if you're already starting to think along these lines, you've already begun. And you've already begun the prepper mindset. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Do you feel like a prepper? Are you a genuine prepper? What makes a genuine prepper versus a wannabe prepper? We use titles and labels a lot in society, and there's a lot of different ways to live life. So I'm curious to hear what everybody feels like. Are you a prepper? Are you a genuine prepper? And let me know your thoughts. Please post them below under the comments. I would love to read them and share them with everybody. And I'm very curious to see where this conversation goes. So happy and healthy prepping, everyone. Take care.